Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Haut Beyleron. We are heading down to the farm shop today. Well, I'm trying to remember the exact name of it. It is Le Jardin des Fermiers farm shop. We're heading down there because we have all of the strawberries left over from last time. So we've got our flatbed trailer loaded up. And we've rearranged the pallets a little bit, and I just want to get these sold. They're still at a really good price. Price at the moment is £518, which is actually still higher than the expected highest price, which is really good news. So yeah, we're gonna get them dropped off. Our bakery is currently full of strawberries, so it's not going to have any effect. We can't go and deliver them there. So we've got 2,500 litres of strawberries left here. Now, we've been doing an awful lot of pallet work the last few videos. I've had a couple of comments that have basically been, oh, look, it's front loader simulator and pallet simulator. It is very true. We have had a lot of stuff recently that has been loading pallets onto flatbeds and trailers and things like that. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to change much today. We need to get these sold. So we've got all these strawberries here to get sold and dropped off. And I think we're going to probably try and drop some more flour off down at the shop. However, we've got a couple of things that before we get started in the new year we need to do. We need to get, that's good, we got another 1,324 pounds off that, so that's good. That adds in. We've got a few bits and pieces that we need to buy in the near future. And that includes the new seed drill. We need to get something so that we can actually drill our fields. We may have to lease something to get through the seeding. We also need to get a forklift really for the shop. I mean, we can take this and this trailer. This trailer is a bit big for what we're doing with the bread, I think. So I'm looking at getting a forklift we can permanently put down at the bakery. We might hire one for that job. And I think we can get an adapter for our truck. Oh, this tractor does not like this trailer. And that's another problem. I'm actually thinking this trailer might be one that, while it was a good idea at the time we got it, unless we put it on the other tractor, which isn't that much more powerful than this one, I think we're going to struggle on the hills around here. So I'm very much thinking we might sell this trailer, get something a little bit better for the production stuff we're doing. Because I'm not planning as well to keep that much productions around. Another comment recently from one of my videos was, why don't I sell perishable goods on a more regular basis? And I think that's a very good point. And so, yeah, I think we're going to do that. I think if it's something like produce from the greenhouse, I think we shouldn't be holding on to that. We want to try and sell that monthly. I think bread is probably something else we want to be selling on a regular basis now that we're creating it. So I'm looking to do a bread sale monthly as well, and keep things going around there. So we're going to get rid of this trailer, I think, and replace it with something a little bit more useful for us for that. We do have all of those straw bales that at some point I need to sell, but I don't think this trailer is good for that job either. So yeah, I'm going to take this down to the shop. We're going to sell this trailer, and then we'll see where we are at that point. We might see if we can get a seed drill today and get that back to the farm ready for doing some planting in a couple of months' time. Meanwhile, well, we'll see what the prices are, because we may not be able to afford one. Meanwhile, I am going to get something that is going to be very useful with our truck. Right, so down at the shop, we should be able to pull this just in here like so. I think we got this, used this trailer, didn't we? I wonder if the previous owner has had the same issue where the sides, because the trouble is we put the sides up on this and we end up with pallets just going all over the place. I was very worried while we were trying to get the flour down to the shop before. So value is 7,239. It's 10 months old, so yeah, we haven't had this that long. So we're going to repaint it, which will add more on, and we are going to repair it as well. And then we will sell that for 9,800. Yes. Right, that gives us 25,000. Now, there are 2 bits that I want to get at the very least. So, let's have a quick look at the seeders, because I've had a few options here. See, we can go for stuff that's fairly cheap. Oh, wow. Yeah, we could do like a DB40 would do the job quite nicely. As would one of these Vatstad Rapides. I quite like the idea of getting one of these. It is out of our price range, so we'd have to lease one of these. So we'll probably do that around March time and come down here and get that. So, in the meantime, knowing that, I think we need to get 2 pieces of equipment. The first I want to get, which is going to be useful, is going to be a flatbed trailer. We've got the Rolands as options. We've got 25,000. I don't want to spend all of that. So I think we may have to get a bale trailer in. That is going to be cheaper than this. The Rolands are good. Yeah, and that is nice, but it's all too expensive at the moment. So I'm going to avoid that at the moment. What I do want under miscellaneous is this. This is the TLX 2020 box set for 4,250. This is going to be pretty perfect for what we want to do and how we want to load stuff up. I am going to go for the school bus to go on the back of our truck, and we will change the number plate on that to this, and we are on Haut Beyleron, so that should be HB for our number plate. Okay, right. Right, and having purchased that, we're now going to take the tractor back up to the farm and get our truck back down here so we can get the ox collected up. And actually, we have a couple of bits to fill it with. And we're back down at the shop in our TLX. We're just going to back it up. I've dropped the pickup off the back. And just backing it up here. Yeah, there we go. The logistics box, it just goes on the back like that. And I think we've got the right color yellow. I think that's the correct one. So we're going to get this back now to our farm, and we can load it up with, well, probably actually the lettuce and tomatoes. Those need selling. So let's get them gone. In keeping with the fact that we're now trying to sell things on a monthly basis. So I should really explain how this works. We have every month any full pallets of goods get sold if they are perishable goods. So that would be things like tomatoes and eggs and strawberries and anything like that. So anything that comes out of our greenhouse, that would count as perishable. Anything that comes from the chickens, that would be perishable. Milk from the cows would count as perishable. Anything like that. Right, this should fact, I think we probably want this turned around. Oh, I also have some grains to tip. There we go. Flour keeps for a long while, so that isn't counted as that, and neither is the sunflower oil that we've got. That is sunflower oil, is it? Yeah, that's sunflower oil. Yeah, that wouldn't count. I just want to tip the remaining barley into here. Let's just do that quickly. And then we can get these out the way. There we are. So yeah, that would be how that will get done. And now that we have the box it attachment, we can just fill that up with stuff and take it each month, and it will transport things a bit nicer. Into reverse and then down gears. There we go. And into our shed where this belongs. And I think we want to try and get this on the end. Make a little bit more space in the shed so we can put more equipment or put this tractor or anything like that in there as well. There we go. Disconnect that. Bring that across. Don't know if that wiper is working properly. It is a weird one though. Maybe it's just bust because of the tractor's age. There we go. Right. Let's load up some strawberries. No, let's load up some tomatoes and some lettuce and see if we can't get them delivered down to the farm shop, which is the only place that we can sell them. Tomatoes first. I'm expecting stuff to spawn straight out. So like that. We'll have, yeah, something's going to spawn out. And we might stop doing the strawberries, actually. We get a full pallet of strawberries out of here. Let's see where they are, yeah. There's a full pallet of strawberries. So, strawberries. We currently have 193 litres. Okay. So, I want to get all the strawberries out of here today as well. And I'm taking 2 pallets at a time because we can just about do that. And they will fit in there a bit better. Will they go side by... Oh, this is an auto-loading trailer, is it? Maybe? I don't know. I think it is. So put them in and it will load them for me. That's quite good. I'm still going to take them and take them to the back so that they load in. Still transport them like this. It's still a little bit more realistic. And like so. Wow, that is a lot of strawberries we still have to pull out of here. But these will get boxed in. Like so. I didn't realise the box it did that. Look, that's a whole load of strawberries. In fact, I think that's probably a good point to stop the strawberries, isn't it? Yeah, 98 litres. Right, let's stop the strawberry production. And we'll continue on. I think we might shift to a purely tomato production. We did lettuce a lot on No Man's Land. And so, yeah, I think doing strawberries we don't need to do anymore until we possibly start making cakes. And tomatoes will work out quite well for us, I think. There we go. 2 more. Ah, this is going to fill our trailer quite nicely. I'm wondering how they unload. This is going to be a very interesting way to go about it. All of the tomatoes are in. So now I'm going to box up the excess strawberries we got. Lots of people also saying, why don't I distribute stuff? I tend to like to load stuff myself. Oh, now this is interesting. So at any given time, I can only load 1 type of produce. Now, looking at this, yeah, looks like there's no way to turn off the box its feature either. That's really interesting. So I think 1 type of produce, definitely a good way to go on here. Seeing as we can only do so much at a time. So what I'm going to do is leave my tractor here, close this up, and it looks like we're going to have to do 3 loads in order to get all 3 of these crops and produce done, which is really interesting. I was kind of hoping I was going to be able to multiple, and from what I can see, there is no way of changing whether these are whether the auto load is on or off. Right, we're down at the shop. We're gonna take this in, and seeing as stuff gets automatically taken out anyway, what I'm gonna do is unload it straight out the back. So we do have, oh no, there it goes. Oh, it does unload straight out the, brilliant. That worked really well. 3,306. So you open the doors and it acts like it's unloading it. Oh, I really like this piece of kit. We'll still load it this way, but with the forks. But I love it. That is brilliant. Means we can concentrate on 1 crop at a time. Although, yeah, obviously it'd be nice if we could transport multiples with it. Now, this auto-loading does mean that we should get around a problem that we've had, which is we could load up the bread manually. Basically back this up and load bread into it manually, which I think is a really good idea. Same goes for our oil here, which we can't pick that up by hand, but I think you would be able to. That seems excessive. That you can't do that. So, stuff like the bigger pallets, definitely think that the way to go is to bring it up to the back, load it in, and treat it that way. But the smaller stuff, I think we could just back it up to it and load it in. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. How you think I should handle pallets with this. It would certainly mean we don't need to get a forklift for the bakery. Although, do you think that would be more realistic? Do you think it would be something we should do to have a forklift for the bakery like that? Well, that all needs to go in. Or do you think this is just way too unrealistic all over? Let me know, and we'll see where we go from here on that. We could always get a flatbed for the back of the TLX if not, but I think this works pretty well, to be honest. We just have 1 more thing of strawberries. It does mean, though, as I said, we have to drive there and back for each load. So selling stuff off each day, which we've been talking about, is going to take multiple runs with this, which isn't fully which isn't fully useful, to be honest. I've got space. Do you know what? It doesn't have does it have any straps? It doesn't have any straps, and I got stuck in there. Right. But I wonder, can we get the lettuce in there as well? It won't be in there packaged up, but it will be in there, and that would be quite good. That would be quite useful. Just stuck it in the back, along with the boxes of stuff we've already got with the strawberries. We also need to close the door on the front of our greenhouse. Otherwise, all of our stuff will just get so cold. So managed to get 1 set of lettuce in. I think we'll have to put the 2nd set on top. It's not going to fit in. I think 2 sets would fit in sideways. And 2 sets will fit in on top of each other as well. So we can load it with more than just the 1 thing. It's just that the first one you put in there will automatically load in. Let's turn that, or close that up. Let's close this up, like so. And then we'll take these and we'll see if we can't get them delivered. Oh, man, those are moving about. Those are moving about quite a bit. This is definitely less stable doing it this way. But I think these will pretty much sell immediately. Yeah, there we go. And then we open the back. And that should start. Oh, God, we got stuff all over the place. And everything's selling. Oh, yeah, it's also trying to load in the... Are they going down? Don't think they're quite working properly. Let's just pull these forwards. There we go. Let this load up again. And then once it's done that, I'll back it back around and get it done. But it's, yeah, it's a little bit weird. Right, there we go. Last one's loaded. We can back this in now. And it'll sell those. Another 2005. Oh, we're not quite there yet. So we've got some sunflower oil that we can sell next month, and that will bring us in some extra stuff. We probably need to sell any bread we have. Let's see. Where's bread? Where's bread? There we go. Best price for bread is actually January. Oh, wow. And I think we have some down at the bakery. So we will use the auto load function on this today. But you guys let me know what you think. And yeah, we've got some flour up at the farm. So we'll go and load the flour up. We'll deliver that down to the bakery. And then we can go from there and hopefully go and sell some bread. So almost back down to the farm. And we'll just pull into our entranceway. At some point, I want to add more gateways and things to this. But that is all pretty nicely positioned. So let's, again, open up the doors on this. We'll jump into this. And then we can just grab that flour to transport that down to the bakery. I do like this box set. It's very, very nice. I'm going to move the sunflower oil out of the way as well. Seeing as we have extra flour that may be able to come out of here. So bring this over. Load it in. Box it up for me. Make sure it's all strapped down. Yeah, we do have a fair bit of flour, I think, that needs to go down to the bakery. We've actually got quite a bit of flour in here. That is... Is that going to take any more? Also, the snow's melted. It's got light enough for the snow to melt. Yeah, we got enough space for probably one more pallet, maybe two. Do we have any left in here? We only have 844 litres, so no, we don't. I am going to move my sunflower oil out the way. We'll get that moved elsewhere. But that is pretty good. That's almost a full trailer of the flour. So that will go nicely into our bakery and we'll be able to get even more bread out. And yeah, bread price at the moment is good. We're gonna have to try and, well, we're gonna have to watch it each month and see if we can hit it at the high price each time, because that is gonna be really useful. The bakery is just down here. I hear some sirens somewhere. Can't see any coming. So let's bring this around, spin it around. And yeah, we have a single thing of bread sitting here. So let's open this up. And doing so, yeah, means all of our flour should load in. There we go. And how is our bakery doing at the moment? How close are we to a second pallet of bread? So our first pallet of bread is 1,000 litres. Wow, that's worth £3,000. Our second pallet of bread, yeah, is a little way off yet. We can get some eggs down here, actually, as well. I've got a load of eggs up at the farm, so I'll go up and grab those. Looks like, though, I think we probably want to move on to the next day because we might get a second thing of bread out. Now, price of bread. Here we are. Looks like it's going to top out at 3,290. Current price is 3,229. So yeah, I think we'll go and get the eggs. Then we'll come back down here, drop those off, and then I think we might move through to the second day of January. See if we can bump that bread price up a little higher. We already have another thing of flour up here at the shop. Or up here at the farm, sorry. Let's open that up again. But it's the eggs I want to take. Or is it? Do we want to go through to the next day and then do the eggs? We might have 2 full pallets if we do that. Yeah, I'm gonna move forward to the next day. We'll pick this up at 8 a.m. and we'll see where we are. It's the second day of January. We've got more snow on the way, and I can't believe it. The bread price has done the opposite. It's showing a rise at the moment, but it's now showing that it's on a drop and it's going down, even though it's currently rising. So hopefully it might rise a little bit before we get anywhere with that. On the plus side, we should have a couple of things of that. We've got... They do have feed, but they haven't produced another egg yet. 1,200. So, yeah, we might take all of these eggs, I think, and get those sorted. It's a pity. I would like that. In fact, I'm going to move forward a few more hours, see if we can get a better price, and maybe see if we can get a full pallet of eggs as well. It's just turned 3 in the afternoon. We are a confusing number of eggs away. That should be a lot closer than it is. So, yeah, that's not great. But also, I don't get this. That price is dropping despite it saying the price is rising. So there's something buggy happening there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to load up all of these eggs. We're going to take them. No, actually, what I'm going to do is, because eggs aren't important to us yet. Oh, no, actually, yeah, we got to do the eggs because we are loading up the perishables. We do only have to load up 1 pallet, but I'm going to load up both of these and get them both down there. But yeah, as per what I was talking about earlier in the video, we do need to load up perishables each day. Or sorry, each month. We're on 2-day months at the moment. So let's bring these around here. This won't load up unless these doors are open, I don't think. So yeah, we need to open those up. No, it's like everything. We need to start the engine and then open them up. Right, there we go. Load in the eggs. We can just put that pallet on the back there. Let that load up. I'm basically treating this as if we got somebody in the trailer loading stuff into boxes for transport and sale. And then, yeah, we will take these 1,244 is said from the outside. It has 1,244. Fine, we'll load these in as well, and then we'll head down to the bakery and we'll get the bread sold. Find out how much there is. Right, let's drop these eggs off in the bakery. Open the doors. And they'll unload. So we're getting closer and closer to that cake. We've now got eggs, flour, and strawberries. We need butter, milk, and sugar, which is going to be harder. Somebody did say that for sugar, I should just keep an eye out for contracts and use that, which is basically what we've been trying to do. But there is no sugar beet factory on this map. So, yeah, that's going to be a problem. Let's see if we can't load these up by backing up to them, maybe. Right. So, again, treating this as somebody standing behind. And we're just getting them loaded up into boxes to sell. There we go. Right. Best place for us to sell our bread. Let's have a look. So bread in here. It's once again, it's the farm shop. So that's where we're headed. Hopefully we're going to get a decent price for this. So hopefully this is going to give us enough cash next month to purchase the seeder. That would be absolutely brilliant. So let's open this up. Get the bread sold. And 34,590. That should be enough to buy us a seeder, I think. Let's have a look in here. Seeders. So the ones we're looking at are not quite. We are only just short. We really want this one. This is a 4-meter one. We'll work with our larger New Holland and is a direct seeder as well. Does not require us to cultivate first. So yeah, we should be able to do that next month once we have got the once we've got a bit more bread sold. We're probably going to transport some flour next time. We've got a few pallets of that sitting around the farm. We're going to have some more stuff to sell as we have this time to get us through February. And then in March, the seeding begins in earnest. For now, though, I am going to leave this here. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.